Hi, I'm Ed, and I am an ex-Jehovah's Witness. Um, I saw online that on this YouTube thing that some people were giving out Jehovah's Witness information and stuff about inaccuracies within the faith. And I wanted to give you guys a little bit of understanding on why I don't follow the New World Translation. The New World Translation has got scriptures, verses missing in the Greek scriptures. The Greek scriptures are referred to as the New Testament. From the book of Matthew up to like Romans or something like that, maybe a little bit further, there is 16 verses that are missing in entirety. 16 verses gone. Nothing there. Except for a little line. And I wanted you to be aware of that. And that's one of the reasons why I do not trust the New World Translation. It was said that this stuff does not support the church, or they could not find the records to prove that that scripture actually stated that, or they couldn't translate or something to that effect. I mean, there's been several different theologies or philosophies on why it's removed. Okay, so 16 verses from Matthew to Romans, maybe a little bit further. The other thing is growing up as a Jehovah's Witness, I was told that the name Jehovah was removed by Christendom over 7,000 times. And come to find out that is not a fact. That's just something that they wanted us to tell everybody. Um, in one of their books that they published, I believe it was in 1989 or maybe a little bit later. They come out with this book and they refer to it as the Insight book. There's 2 volumes to the Insight book, and it basically breaks everything down. And in the Insight book, on the second volume, on page 9, and I believe it's either verse 2 or verse 3, it's about the name Jehovah. It states that the name Jehovah appears in the abbreviated version, only in the abbreviated version in the Greek scriptures, 4 times. It does not appear anywhere in its entirety, but only 4 times in the abbreviated version. Then they go on to explain why they believe that the name Jehovah was removed. Okay. What you basically run into is the name Jehovah has been put into the Greek scriptures a couple hundred times. Out of contrast, because there's nothing that can actually support that other than these 4 verses. Now, here's the other problem that you end up running into in the middle of it, okay? So this is the book of Revelations, chapter 19. And it's from 1 to 6. But they skip over verse 5, okay? And the reason why they skip over verse 5, I believe, is because it says in verse 5, because what's going on around it is the angels are around the throne and are saying, Hallelujah, praise Jehovah, who is seated upon the throne. Okay, in verse 5, it says, the one who is seated upon the throne says, fear God, fear our God, all his servants, and serve him, or something to that effect. But look it up, because I don't have it completely memorized. Uh, and but basically, what it refers to is the one who is seated upon the throne, saying, "Give praise to his God." Okay, and speaks in reference to it 3 times. His God. So that's why I don't trust the New World Translation, because too many inaccuracies for me. Too many inaccuracies for me. Now, if you look up here at the top here, this is my Bible section here, and I got this one right here. That's a cool Bible. I was criticized as a Jehovah's Witness for having a nice selection of Bibles. So their thing is only the New World Translation. Well, I don't trust the New World Translation And so, and now I have a reason why to really not trust the New World Translation. Too many things changed or moved or flipped or twisted or you know. But if you trust the New World Translation, that's cool. But bear in mind, 16 verses are missing out of the New World Translation, and the only comparison that they have for the name Jehovah is found 4 times in the abbreviated version. Chapter 19 of the book of Revelation. Read chapter 19, verses 1 through 6. And maybe if you've got a New World Translation, check to see where those scriptures are. Maybe later on I will come on and give you guys an update on those scriptures that are actually removed.